Okay, what's up in the dub, Scorpio? I want to tell y'all like, share, subscribe. You know, there's a lot of love out in the streets I got for you. You know, I got love for you. I want y'all to keep your head up and be strong at all times, you know. Never feel low about yourself, you know. Never let the lowness get you, because we got to keep moving. That's just the way it is, you know. That's just the way it is. We gotta keep moving. That's just the way it is. We gotta go on. And we gotta keep moving. Okay, so let's get busy. What's going down with Scorpio in your energy, Scorpio? Y'all like, share, subscribe, and you know you are loved up on here. And my new subscribers, what it is, what it is, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Show the love up in these streets. Push it down. You know y'all love. What's going down with Scorpio? What's in your energy, Scorpio? And what come out is allegedly. Okay, somebody here, something about somebody has HIV, sex disease. Somebody may have an HIV allegedly. So you're not trying to tell on nobody, you know, there is doctors. They says they tried to play you just like you were kids. Sad case. But somebody can have HIV, the one that tried to play you, okay? See, they didn't want you to get fame and fortune, so they wanted to set you up with with a murder case, allegedly. You know, because of this. They wanted to set you up with a murder case, but it ain't working like that, allegedly. See, they fake A friends is coming back. They want to come back to you. These fake friends. They put magic on the judge so they think they can get off. So somebody was putting magic on the judge, allegedly, so they can get off for what they done in the past, allegedly. So you know how it is. People try to use that magic like a crutch, you know, putting mud magic on the authority figures, allegedly. You know, people doing that. Give me something on this. What's the situation with them putting magic on these authority figures, allegedly? But somebody was putting magic to get them off, and you know, they didn't want to, they thought something tragic was gonna happen, but it's in the reverse. So it's not going down. It says no one believes this copycat anymore. So somebody's gonna get some jail time because they put that magic on the judge unless they thought they was gonna get off. But that magic ain't gonna work because like Most High says, what's up? These people here, what's up? It ain't gonna work. So people, you know, they going to jail. So people will be locked up. You know, Joseph, Harvey, James, Jason, Jasper, Leo, Lloyd, Logan, John, Jacob, Isaac, Humor, Harvey. There's some people getting locked up because they thought they was the Godfather in these streets. They thought they was indispensable. Can't nobody lock me up, baby. See, they didn't know. They put themselves, they thought they was going to put black holes, throw you out like you trash. But don't let your pride get in the way with these people. See, they didn't want you to get this trust fund in the past. So it's in reverse, allegedly. They try everything. You know, magic, they try everything. But see, create your own potential. Your new job and career is coming to you regardless, baby. What they do don't matter, because you're going to create something that's going to be immaculate. Someone named Tony in the past, you know, someone named Tony in the past, you know, girl or female, allegedly. They says, you know, allegedly, the deep valley strength, you know, peace and assured success. You know, somebody should have known that you got to have peace to distress yourself. Okay, you know, they're allegedly saying that Chris Brown allegedly started Soul to Soul for fame and fortune. You know, we not surprised, allegedly. I don't even know why they came out, because I'm seeing 444 on that. You know, a lot of people done sold out, but that don't mean you know that's what's up. You know, we all want to be famous, but just remember, famous folks got problems too, allegedly. They had, at the time, they couldn't be heard, you know, so they kept trying, and then people kept not wanting them to be nothing, so they got desperate, you know. And then they mind control these good actors, you know, they got these good voices and stuff, can sing out their tail, and don't realize you didn't have to sell your soul to be famous. You didn't have to do that, because that's what they wanted you to do. You know, nobody worth your soul. I don't care what that is. My soul is mine. You know, what else is going on allegedly? That's allegedly. something about Massachusetts. You know, something about Massachusetts. See, somebody here with expectations. They needed to change their expectations about stuff. They says they fake police was trying to take people underground, you know, for SEX trafficking, and if they couldn't use you for that, allegedly, they was going to put you on the dinner table, like the wrong turn in the movie. Somebody could have been it says somebody was M'd in the past, a Scorpio friend of family, Aries, Leo, or Aquarius. They was somebody got M'd in the past, you know, and they said they miss holding you and touching your skin. You know, somebody did, you know, somebody wanted to ask the angels for help, but they can't do it now because they was doing too much. You know, I'm going to tell you something. When you do too much, you're going to have to commit to what you done and realize, hey, it ain't no joke up in these streets. You know, and I want to ask a question here. What happened with Chris Brown here? What happened with Chris Brown? What happened? What's the deal with Chris Brown here? Allegedly. They're saying allegedly. What happened at this sold their soul? What happened to Chris Brown? Is he part of the elites? Allegedly. This sold their soul, which I don't know why I'm asking, because hey, it's up to you if you did or you didn't. What's going on with the star Chris Brown? They sell their soul here, allegedly. Yeah, see, they was at a party when somebody sold their soul or something with a party. What about this party? What did they do at this party, Chris Brown? What happened at this party? Somebody need to watch out. See, they was trying to make a disaster for this person, a man-made disaster, plane crash. So Chris Brown, you need to watch out, because that's why I pulled that. See, there's a lot of things going on, but they're plotting. So you need to watch out with getting in these planes, allegedly, because so who planning this plane crash on Chris Brown? See, this is a top secret they don't want you to know about. That somebody was planning this plane crash with you, allegedly. Who was planning this plane crash, allegedly, with Chris Brown? Who was planning this plane crash, allegedly? So they was planning. This is a top secret they don't want you to know. Yeah, because they need a power supply. So they was going to do it. They was planning this to get you to be the power supply. They trying to get you to be the power supply. What about Chris Brown and this power supply? Okay. What about this power supply? Is it going to happen? What's going to happen to Chris Brown with this situation? Allegedly. So be careful out here in these streets. People plotting up in here. There's a couple here that wants to travel and do this on the inside. There's a couple in your energy that's trying to do this on the inside to you. What's going on with this couple trying to do to you? Yeah. See, somebody may be having an affair on the inside. And they know about an affair or some about an affair that somebody may be doing or something. What about this affair? Chris Brown, tell me so much. What they trying to do to Chris Brown? Yeah. So somebody might get imprisonment. So they trying to lock you up too about an affair. So what happened in this affair that's going to cost you? They trying to lock you up, allegedly. So they trying to lock you up, and then they going to fake their death when they get through doing it. So allegedly. This is what alleged. Don't take this personal, but they you know, something about a desert. So be careful going out of space with these people, because they plotting. They plotting somebody that you may be having an affair with, allegedly. Don't know if that's true or not. That's allegedly, because somebody was supposed to be healing and they feel trapped in this because somebody was in their ego, you know. So you need to watch out with these people. Who was in their ego? What did they? Somebody was in their ego and they meeting about it. They talking about making you the sacrifice. Who's talking about making Chris Brown the sacrifice? Who wants to make Chris Brown the sacrifice, allegedly? Okay, this is hidden. It's a Fitterman trying to do this. Like, share, and subscribe. That's all I'm going to say. This is allegedly.